Hey guys, so Spirit wanted you to know that it's time for these old cycles to be wrapped up. What I'm seeing is like it's like if you're in your own movie and they're like, all right, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. Like, let's wrap this up. It's almost as if you've been in this cycle for way too long or longer than what your ancestors, guides, or whoever you believe in, longer than what they feel like you should be in this cycle. Is something that's opening up for you, but it requires for you to like just remove yourself. um I'm seeing people that you work with. This could either be, so this could be a job. This could also be some type of partnership, maybe family members working together. This can be any group of three people or any group of people, period, that you work with in any type of way. This could even be a relationship because the 10 of planets is here, which also can have to deal with love, but this also is dealing with work as well because planets is pentacles. Okay, working with these people give you a fucking headache. Like, it is so tiresome. It gives you a lot of anxiety, it's a lot of tension, it's a lot of unhappiness, it's a lot of misfortune. And it's like every time you walk into the place, it's like you gotta do some breathing meditations, or you have to do some breathing techniques in order to deal with this, okay? But you're still at a crossroads when it comes to the situation. I'm not sure why just yet, but we're gonna look at it. But your guys are saying it's time to wrap the cycle up, and it was like you seen it coming because even here, you got the nine, and the nine is about endings, right? And then you got the 10 of swords. Okay, so is and then here you got the 10 of pentacles, but this is in reverse. So it's just like this with this situation work wise, it's plateaued. If this is a job, it's plateaued as far as how much further you're going to get within this company, within this business partnership, within this situation. It's like it's plateaued. Like you are it's going to be hard for you to gain after this. Even it's not because like, oh, no one believes in you or anything like that. It's because this energy is so it's hard for growth to happen in a space where there's, you know, dislike, hatred. Like, you really, like, even your own mindset is really telling you like, hey, it's time to disconnect yourself from this space. You're needed somewhere else, okay? So I do feel like this is a funny feeling of feeling like, you're needed somewhere else, and they've been waiting for you to wrap this up because you're needed somewhere else. It's like this energy of like, oh, that's, and another reason why they feel like it's time to wrap this up is because for a long time you sat in complacency. So you've just been dealing with it. You've been dealing with, the anxiety. You've been dealing with the tension. You've been dealing with feeling stabbed in the back over and over again, or feeling like people are against you in some type of way. You've been feeling like you're not going to really make the money that you want to make here, because it's not about making enough. You probably do make enough, and that's a blessing. So always thank your spirit team for bringing this blessing in for you, because if it wasn't for this blessing, you wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that you are doing currently, even if it's very little. Like, paying a bill is still something, because without that you wouldn't be able to pay that bill, therefore you wouldn't have it. So always think the energy of this job or of this place or of this situation, because it did what it needed to do at that time. It served its purpose. Now it's time to move to the next level. So it's time for you to close out this cycle and move to the next level. And this is just contingent upon, like, this is like your growth. This is like a natural type of growing type of situation, which is like, okay, it's time to grow. You said you wanted this, let's push you in that space. Okay. Yeah, again with the 10 of pentacles twice within this space. You got the 10 of pentacles twice in reverse, both of them. In this space, there's no more growth happening here. There's no more growth happening here. And I feel like you were at a crossroads, and that's why you were at a crossroads, because there was a lot of fantasies that maybe things could change. But as time go on, you realize more and more. And I think that's where the complacency coming from, where they feel like you've been in complacency, because the sign's been there. the signs have been there that it's time to move on from this situation. But instead of moving on, you decided to still try to hold on. You holding on to the fantasies of things being getting better. And it's just like, yeah, fantasizing about the sun, fantasizing about the sun. But the sun is in reverse. This is letting me know that the enlightenment, you got enlightened instead. Instead of the fantasies, there was enlightenment happening. And enlightenment was that the Ten of Pentacles is in reverse here. So it's just like, as much as I want to fantasize, what I really see with my eyes wide open is that there is no growth. Ten of Pentacles twice in reverse. Like there's okay, that want to come out so bad. Yeah, but there's an energy of like holding on. And I feel like the more you hold on, the more you feel stabbed in the back. But I want to let you know too, this is also about taking responsibility, okay? Because that's what I fall into complacency does come in. Fall into complacency is you just doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting something different and nothing is happening. And it's just like you're just holding on to it. And sometimes when you hold on to things, you get stabbed in the back 3 times. Once you get hurt a certain period of times, a certain amount of times, it's like, how you going to sit around and let them do it again? Are you going to sit there around and let them hurt you again? Are you going to sit there and let them disrespect you again? Are you going to sit there and let them bypass you again? Pass you up. So I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made right now. And I know that this is probably not the easiest decision, but I'm telling you, if you start looking, your goals will still be in sight. It's complicating, but it's only as complicated as you make it, okay? It's complicated because in your head you're saying it's complicated, but it's not as complicated. Just look, okay? So this is looking for another job, then look for another job. If this is breaking up with another person or moving out of a situation, then do that. I know someone who basically they felt like they were stuck in a situation and they were just like, oh, well, I got to do this and I got to do that. I'm like, well, get to work, girl, get to work. Start doing these things. And now she's where she want to be at. The whole time she was stopping herself thinking that this was going to be so complicated. And it's just like, it's not as complicating as you make it. The only reason they feel like it's complicating is because you're thinking about all these things you have to do, not really incorporating the fact that you have a spirit team that's willing to help you if you need to help. And sometimes they're just waiting for you to take the steps so they can go ahead and put down the whole path for you. It's like, hey, we just need you to show us that you're ready to move out. Not say, oh, I need you to show us that you're ready to move to another job. Not just say something, oh, I'm ready. Like you've been saying that for since 2 years ago. You've been saying you're ready. You fall into this complacency where you keep saying that, you keep doing the same thing, you keep saying and then you're doing the same thing. It's time to move on. It's time to move on. Your goals are in sight. You just have to start putting forth the work. Stop falling into this energy that it's hard to face challenges. Because we all go through challenges every day. I call my challenges missions. Like I just had a mission where I had to take my daughter to the weekend. Friday I went to a concert. Saturday I had to take her to Dave & Buster's for her birthday. So I was just like, okay, this is going to be a mission. I got to do this, do that. And when it's done, I'm like, woof, finally done with all my girls' birthdays. These are all missions. They are all missions. Okay? And yes, in order to move to the next level, you're going to have to take on a mission. But that doesn't mean that you're just all of a sudden failing a mission just because you see this as something that's not easy. It's not going to be easy. Not all the time. And sometimes it can be very easy if you allow it. Honestly, manifesting, when you manifest, it's always easy. It's always easy because you're always co-creating with the universe. Okay? And they co-create for your highest good. You're going to have a lot of options, and it's going to be justified that you have so many options because it was time. The universe is waiting for you to catch up to it. Okay? It's not, you're not just sitting there and something going to drop in your lap. It's waiting for you to catch up. It's like, hey, on the other side, we have this opportunity. We're just waiting for you to put something out there, put a job resume out there, and things will start lining up for you. You decide you want to move. Go and look for apartments. You'll find out that something is going to come to you. They're waiting for you, okay? And they're like, hey, like, you got to pick up the pace. Like, they want to light some fire up on their ass. Okay. Yeah, but I feel like past disappointments have you stuck. have you feeling stuck. But you're a leader. You're a leader. You're firm, and you command. You put out there what you want. Okay, this is what you want. All right, you'll be good. Just put one foot in front of the other.